Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday. This is Eric coming in from the Blank Spot. We're a sublimation blank store located in Columbia, South Carolina, and wanted to come to you today and reach out to you about some things that you may want to consider in your business coming into the last quarter. So, if you guys are new to our platform, we're currently um, we're currently a sublimation blanks and supply store. We provide coverage for crafters who specialize in sublimation. We also have we also recently launched our own eco-solvent ink, and we provide eco-solvent ink for clients or customers who are involved or who are doing eco-solvent as well. We also have our own sublimation ink, our own pigment ink. We have our own paper. Guys, we do it all. We do a large variety of things. And because I said that we are a sublimation blanks and supply store, we don't just have sublimation blanks. We also carry equipment. We have equipment such as heat presses, tumbler presses, mug presses, and not right now, but we sometimes even carry printers when we can get them. So we want to be your complete one-stop shop for your sublimation blanks and supplies needs. And what we did, what we talked about on Friday, because if you guys are new to our platform, every Monday and Friday we get on here live and we'll get up and we'll talk about things that are pertinent to your business, things that may be valuable to you as growing your business. And Friday we talked about the fourth quarter. Hey, Aisha, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. So guys, if you are new to the platform, if you've never been here before, do me a favor, drop your city and state. If you've been here before, drop a number 2. If it's your first time, drop a number 1. Hey, millionaire, thanks for jumping on. So I'm gonna be reiterating, going back into a second part of the end of the year, the fourth quarter. Okay. So a lot of you guys started your businesses over the last 2.5, 3 years. And not to take anything away from anybody, but oftentimes when we start our businesses, we don't have a full scope of what business is and what we need to do to make our business work. So a lot of times we get started, and that's what we do. We get started. But here's the deal, and this is what I want you guys to think about. As you're starting your business, what things do you need to be successful? What type of business do you have? Why did you start business? And where do you want your business to go? A lot of that stuff can be answered in your business plan. Lots of that can be answered in your business plan. But some of the things that we don't consider in our business plan, as we have more and more people jumping on, I appreciate y'all dropping y'all cities and states. Grand rising to everyone. Good day to everybody. One thing that you won't find in your business plan is something that people kind of shove to the back or push to the side, and that is their financial plan inside of the business. I'm not going to be talking specifically about finances today, but I'm going to share with you the importance of being able to have the cash flow needed. Hey, DTF, thanks for jumping on. Drop your city and state. The cash flow needed when it's time to build your business. A lot of people don't have the money available, the positive money available flowing in their business when it's time to build their businesses. Here's one of the issues that I've seen with people who are new to business It's one of the issues that I've seen. One of the issues that I've seen people who are new to business have is that they may have a job, okay? They may have a job that's currently paying their bills. They may have a job that's taking care of all of their expenses, or at least the majority of their expenses. Then that person that's new to business, they start a business, they start making money in business, and instead of them putting the money back into the business to build the business so the business can be self-sustaining, and so the business can actually support itself, what ends up happening is that new person who is not only new to business, but maybe having challenges with understanding personal finances, they may be having challenges with understanding business finances. They take that newfound cash flow, that newfound money that they created, and instead of them putting the money back into the business, a lot of people end up doing is they end up enhancing their lifestyle. Then here it comes. It doesn't matter what your business is. Then here comes one of the most money-making moments of the year. One of the most money-making moments of the year. Hey, Magnolia, thanks for jumping on. One of the most money-making moments of the year. One of the biggest sale times of the year. One of the most emotional times of the year. People are ready to spend money right now in the fourth quarter. How do I know? Because last year, people spent money in the fourth quarter. From October to December, people spent billions and billions of dollars. And it never really matters what the state of the economy is in. People are going to still spend money. How do I know? Watch this. This is why. And you say holidays, but there's a holiday in every month of the year. But this is what people do towards the end of the year. Towards the end of the year, most people who have jobs are off work. Most people are off work because of the holidays. They may have an extended week. They may have an extended 2 weeks. They may take that time to take vacation because the kids are out of school. And I want y'all to think about something. What happened last year and what happens every year at the end of the year, just about what happens is people overspend. They overspend. They take that overspending and they say, well, you know what? I'm going to use my charge card. I'm going to use my credit card. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to get a personal loan. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to get to the point. They do all those things and they say, well, you know what? I'm going to wait until tax time. And when I get my refund, this is not everybody. This is a lot of people. When I get my refund, I'm going to pay that debt off. And they never do. They pay on that debt and they take that large chunk of money that they have at tax time, that some people have at tax time, and they start creating other debts. And it's an emotional time. So they work from January, February, March, and April. Those first 4 months of the year, 1/3 of the year, they're working just to pay taxes. Because most people that work a job, 1/3 of their money is being lost in taxes. The second third of the year, May, June, July, August, right? They are paying bills. They're paying bills. If you don't believe me, look at the history. And then the final third of the year, September, October, November, December, they're back in that emotional state. And it's a cycle that people go through. Now, you're a business owner. You have been victims of the commercials of corporate America. You have been victims of the advertisement of corporate America. You have been targeted just like everybody else, but you're now a business owner and you're different, or at least you should be. You should be set aside from what general ordinary people think, or how general ordinary people think. You should not be in the consumer mindset. You should be in the producing mindset. So now you started a business and you say, hey, you know what? I feel like this is my time. I've started a business. I can create some things for myself. I can distance myself from my debt. I can distance myself from my expenses. I can create a better lifestyle for myself. And then we end up doing the same thing. So now it's the end of the year. There's a lot of crafters, a lot of creators, a lot of designers that are on this timeline that are seeing these posts that we're making, these live videos that we're putting out there, because we've attracted a lot of new business owners. And it doesn't just matter whether you're a crafter or not, whatever your business, whatever your product or your service is. Now it's the end of the year. And you may have worked your business all year. You may have not been as successful as you wanted to be, but you most likely, attempted to make a profit all year. But at the same time, because we don't understand finances and how money works, business or personal finances, and I'm just going to tell you guys, I'm not going to argue with anybody. I'm not going to go back and forth. The bottom line is you cannot treat your business finances like you treat your personal finances if your personal finances are messed up. So now you have a business. It's a responsibility to build that business. But because we don't understand how money works, we don't have enough money to buy equipment. We don't have enough money to buy supplies. We don't have enough money to stock up at this point in time for our business. If you're making things, Whether you're making things from scratch, whether you're making things, doing other projects, whatever the case may be. If you're making things, if you're creating things, you need supplies. You need glue. You need paper. You need tape. You need supplies. And what's going to happen is, and I'm not trying to speak anything negative to anybody, but what's going to happen is the same thing that happened to the people last year that didn't take this time seriously. They didn't prepare for this time. What's going to happen is we're going to be scrounging at the last minute, and we're going to be depending. Listen to this. We're going to be depending on whoever we're purchasing our items from to have sales. Now, let me ask y'all a quick question. Some of you may participate. Many of you may not. How many of you business owners, really, let's be honest, how many of you business owners depend on the end of the year sales to build your business inventory? If you depend on the end of the year business sales to build your inventory, drop a number 3 in the comments. I want to see how many people are going to be honest. And if it's not you, no biggie. But I want to share something with you, and the reason why you have to understand we need to have positive cash flow into our business. So before it gets to the point, what if the company that you're buying your items from doesn't go on a sale? Or what if you finally realize and understand? Thank you, number 3s. I appreciate it. I know it's more people out there, and I'm not trying to pull any teeth, but I know it's more people out there, whether they're on this call or they see this later on our YouTube channel. There's more people out there who depend on sales, whether it's throughout the year or the end of the year, to build their business. What's going to happen is, what happens if that store, that vendor that you purchase your items from, what happens if they don't go on sale? I mean, because people are saying that it's a huge inflation. It's a recession. If it's a recession and you believe that, isn't it a recession for business owners as well? What happened if that company, what are you going to do if that company doesn't go on sale? You are a crafter, you're a creator or designer, you shop at Hobby Lobby. What if they decide to, instead of doing a 20% or 25% or whatever their normal sale is, what if they decide to hike their prices up noticeably, and then take it down on sale, which means you're really not getting a sale? What are you going to do then? Something to think about. Something to think about. It is important that we have positive cash flow into our business so that we can use that money to put back into our business so we can build our business. Now, by show of hands, drop a number 4 if you're willing to admit that you have not been able or have not decided to put your money back into your business. Drop a number 4 if you made some money in your business, but instead of putting it back into your business, you went and spent it on a good time. You may have bought an outfit or took a mini vacay. I may not get any number 4s, but I surely hope that I'm giving you something to think about. As we broadcast to our different platforms, as we broadcast to our different social media platforms, this is being recorded on YouTube, and it will be a replay. You will be able to see this. So for those of you who are not able to hang around, or you may be on TikTok viewing this right now and you won't be able to see this, you want to see the replay, you can go to our YouTube channel. It's The Blank Spot. Okay. Kyra, thanks for jumping on. Sassy Mocha, thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it. We are talking about chasing pennies and losing dollars. This is part 2 of the end of the quarter. This is the last quarter of the year. And many people waited until, or they are waiting until Black Friday. And they're hoping that they're going to get some great deals at Black Friday. You're a business owner. You no longer fall directly into the consumer set of this economy. You fall along the lines of a business owner. And as a business owner, you have to learn how to make better business decisions for your business sake. Because if not, what ends up happening is your business is not going to sustain. It's not going to survive. It won't last until 2023. I only speak the truth. Now, there's going to be some people that disagree with me. I'll just go get a loan. I'll just go get a personal loan for my business so I can go buy these things. What if your credit's tapped out? What if you cannot get approved for that loan because you have too much debt to income? Somebody on this broadcast that sees this broadcast has made a lot of money in their business this year. And even if you didn't make a lot of money, how much percentage-wise of the money that you made in your business went back into your business? Hey, cool. That's great. Okay, so answer this question. So I see that, and this is what happens. We comment, we respond on certain things. If you're not getting a loan, that's great. How much cash is flowing to your business? See, the reason why several businesses are not going to be successful is because many of us are thinking in a one-track mindset. Okay? So congratulations that your business is actually starting to boom. Once again, it's important that we put the money back into our business. It's very important, especially if you already have a job. If you don't have a job and you're working the business full time, then that's going to be a whole different conversation. And I'm not saying these things so people can feel the need to defend their actions. What I'm saying is right now, this moment, as we've built our business over the last almost 18 months, we've been giving sales. We've been putting out deals. We even created a membership, the Blank Spot. Yes, the Blank Spot has a membership. We created a membership some months ago, almost probably about a year ago now. And there's been several people who had taken advantage of the membership. And the reason why I mentioned this is because we wait for sales. I can point out probably about 10 regular customers that will not shop unless it's a sale, but you have a business. So if you're not shopping, and maybe you're just not shopping with us, but if you're not shopping unless it's a sale, then my question is, how are you building your inventory? If you're interested in looking up the membership, simply go to theblankspot.com and click on the membership tab. Okay? Click on the membership tab and read about it. I also did a short video about it on our platform this morning. Here's the deal. Your business is not going to build itself. It's going to take resources to build your business. One of those resources is money. The other is time. So if you're waiting to the fourth quarter, if you're waiting to the end of the year to build your business, to build your inventory, then how are you going to be able to provide products for your customers? See, think about it. I just want y'all to think about this. This industry, specifically the crafting industry, is about a $46 billion industry worldwide. Not sure what it is in the country, but just imagine in your city, in your town, in your area alone, you and I'll just keep it an easy number. You and 1,000 other crafters are shopping at the same Hobby Lobby, shopping at the same Joann's or the same Michael's, or even the same Blank Spot. And y'all are all waiting to these sales to get these deals so you can build your inventory for your business. Because you didn't have the cash flow back in June or July or August or even in the month of September. Yes, it is expensive. It is expensive. It is priced It is priced for the economy. It's priced for the crafter. So I wouldn't say, let me retract that. It's not that it's expensive. It's not that it's necessarily expensive. It's not easily affordable for people who are starting off in business. I remember going there. I think it was last week. Went to Hobby Lobby, and I by no way, I am not advocating Hobby Lobby. Some things we have to go there to get at last minute. We were doing some 100% cotton shirts, and we don't carry those shirts. And we went there, and as we passed by, as we were going to the 100% cotton shirts, which I can get them at our vendor for about the same price, probably about 10 or 15% less, 10 or 15 cents less. But we didn't have them in stock. So as we went to get the shirts, we passed by the 100% polyester shirts. Actually, they weren't even 100% polyester. They were 92% polyester. And I noticed the shirts that was on the hanger, on the rack, and they were like $11.99. They were $11.99. And people have the audacity sometimes to come into our store and talk about the price for our shirts when we know that we're beating those prices. So I'm going to read some of these comments. So is it smarter, in your opinion, to have stock? I feel if we purchase a bunch of shirts, then we don't use them or sell them. It's a waste. And I don't want to be holding on to stuff like that. That's a great question. And only you can answer that. So before I give you my opinion, my professional advice, I'm going to say this. If you are a business owner, you should know how much traffic you're having. Okay. So now, as far as shirts goes, as far as tumblers go, cups, mugs, anything that is tangible, anything that can be put in a controlled space, shirts are not going to go bad. As long as you pack them well in a controlled environment, they're not going to go bad. So I'm not telling you to go out and buy a case of shirts, and a case, so you guys know, we deal with a case of shirts, 72 shirts per size. I'm not telling you to do that. What I'm saying is that instead of you having to get up and go to the store every time you need a shirt, then it's not cost effective to you. If I have to order a shirt every time I need a shirt, it's not cost effective. Having one size shirt or two sizes or three sizes of those shirts in your stock is going to save you money, and it's going to save you time. So I'm reading the comments. So yeah, it's ridiculous. Those levels of high block. Okay, so yeah. So now, before I do that, me and Zoe, Aisha, they're still tax deductible and tax write-offs. However, your inventory is not a write-off until you actually sell it. You can go and look that up. We take shirt orders. We take the t-shirt orders because they are customers' designs, and then we order what they order and make them. Okay? So think about this. The average shirt that sells the most, the shirts that sell the most are mediums, larges, and extra larges. Mediums, larges, and extra larges. This is our website, y'all, theblankspot.com. The average shirts that sell the most are mediums, larges, and extra larges. So imagine you keeping 2 smalls in stock, 4 mediums, 4 extra larges, 4 larges, 2 extra larges, and two 2Xs, excuse me, and maybe 2 3Xs, something like that. That way, when you have an order, you already have that shirt, and then you take that shirt that you make, and then you put that back into your inventory. That's just the idea. Courtney, is there a best place to get blanks? It depends on what your price point is and if you're looking for wholesale or not. We are not a wholesale store. We're a retail store, but we offer a membership. Our memberships, and the reason why, and this is a lot of people don't understand this as well, but the reason why our prices are going to stay in a retail side is because we offer membership. You have the ability to get up to 20% off of all of your purchases by purchasing a membership. So we're not going to go back and forth. We will drop prices along the lines of holidays, but we're not going to just drop our prices and try to compete with somebody who is selling wholesale, because we offer membership. Yeah, so Aisha, and that's why. So the conversation that you and I had on the other side, the business related side, we didn't get deep into that. And that's some of the things that we talk about, some of the things we teach on the other side. Hey, Bequita, thanks for jumping on. So Jamie said, that's what I do. I'm not telling you to keep a whole room full of inventory. What I'm saying is, if you're working your business, it's the last quarter of the year. You're going to be fighting to get inventory. And then you're going to be upset because some places either are going to hike their prices up and then go on sale, or they're not going to be available, because every retail store, Hobby Lobby is a retail store. I don't see anybody going asking them for wholesale prices. I think Michael's is a retail store. Nobody asks for Michael's for wholesale. Joann's, all those stores are retail stores. So you're going to be competing with other crafters, creators, and designers to get the things that maybe you can't find or that may take too long to ship. There's still people shopping on Amazon's platform, buying blanks, buying sublimation blanks, buying things that they're thinking they're getting a good deal because they're buying them by the 5s and by the 10s. But if you break the numbers down and you do the math and you do the shipping, even if you have Prime, you break those numbers down, it's still going to be the same thing. What we provide at the Blank Spot Sublimation Blanks and Supply Store is we provide customer service. If it's not right, we make it right. And I didn't come on here to sell us. I came on here to share with you why it's important to have positive cash flow, especially at a time right now. Especially right now. If you don't have some items in your inventory, let's say you, and I can speak to this as far as one customer that came in yesterday. One customer came in yesterday and they purchased, I want to say, about 18 tumblers. They purchased about 18 tumblers, 20-ounce tumblers. And probably 2 weeks before that, I want to say they purchased about 12 or 15. And 2 weeks before that, so I know that they're moving them. And they're doing their best to keep their inventory, but they're not just coming in and buying just what they need. They know if they're selling 6 tumblers a week, they're going to have the inventory, so they don't have to keep on going. Every time you have to get up out of your crafting room, your office, out of your store, and get up and drive to a location, every time you have to stop and place an order for onesies, twosies, and threesies, that means that you're going to pay shipping and handling every time. Instead of ordering one shirt, instead of ordering one tumbler, instead of ordering one keychain and one pillowcase, instead of ordering one, take advantage of that shipping and that shipping rate. If you don't understand how to do that, you place those items in that basket, in that cart, and you take it to the checkout and you see if the rate changes by the weight, because the rate goes by the weight in the size box. That's what you do. You're correct. I appreciate you coming on and being so helpful. I learn every time. Well, thank you for coming on and supporting. I just think that this is important because as we conduct ourselves or transition to the mindset of conducting ourselves as being business owners, there's a lot of things that we don't think about because many of you are in this thing by yourselves, and you either get caught up in a group, in a Facebook group, where they're doing buy-ins and they're talking about this nice product and this nice opportunity, and they're not really feeding you the information that you need to get fed as a business owner, or you end up following somebody who is putting a price tag on all of the information. And that makes you standoffish. and it makes you want to go in the corner and just be by yourself and build your business. There is some great information out here that's available because information is free. Now, you may have to pay for the ability to learn and understand how to apply that information, but the information is free. Craftistic tips. Hey, Shawnee, thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it. So we're talking about the fourth quarter, how many of us don't even understand that we're chasing pennies and losing dollars by every time we have to get up and go to the craft store to buy an item. I can understand you not in the beginning. I can understand in the beginning you not making that purchase, especially if it's a special order. You're not making that purchase until that person pays for it. But if you are making t-shirts, if you're making tumblers, if you're making mugs, if you're making keychains, wristlets, if you're making flags, whatever your niche is, if you're making these things and that's what you're advertising and marketing, you should have some of those things on hand. Wouldn't you think? So now watch this. I'll just wait to Black Friday. I'll wait to Black Friday. And it's a fact. It's a fact that is one of the biggest sales. This is the time of the year. It's one of the biggest sales. And you're gonna see with your eyes that there's gonna be some great deals. But I want you now to go online of your favorite store that you shop at. Go online. And I want you to either take a mental picture or take some snapshots of their website, or even go into the store and take a picture of some of the pricings that's going on right now. And see if those prices stay the same, and then they drop it down to 25, 30%. Good luck with that. And we're waiting on these times of the year to do some shopping for our business and build our inventory when we should have been doing that the whole year. If you're connected to us in our Facebook group, because we have a private Facebook group, it's the Blank Spot Sublimation group. We tell people all the time in the group, take advantage. Once again, I'm going back to the membership. Take advantage of the membership. The membership is 2 memberships. It offers you opportunity to get 15% off of your purchases all through the year. As long as your membership is up to date, you shop every day, 15%. The other membership, you get 20%. Imagine investing $2,000 in your business this year and getting 20% off of that. That's a savings of $400. That $400 that you saved can definitely go right back into your business to build your business even more. Here's the deal. Most people don't have the vision. Most people don't have the foresight to predict or even to plan ahead where they want their business to be. We say business plans, but are we really creating business plans? It's the fourth quarter, and somebody should have known in the first quarter where they wanted to be in the fourth quarter. Whether we were going to be here or not, October was coming. Whether we were going to be here or not, somebody was going to do a Black Friday. And most people, once again, you guys are just jumping on, most people wait until the end of the year sales to get something that they've needed all year, whether it was for the personal use or whether it was for their business. So my question to you is, have you, 1, made some money in your business? 2, if you have, what percentage of that money did you put back into your business? Or did you just go spend and make some debt? Did you just go spend and enjoy yourself and live your best life? Something to think about. It's definitely something to think about. If I'm advertising tumblers, if I'm advertising 20-ounce tumblers, skinny 20s, if that's what I'm advertising, there's no way in the world I won't have at least me 10 to 20 tumblers on hand at all times. That's just my personal opinion. As a crafter, as a designer, creator, there's levels to this crafting business. You're still in retail just like we're in retail. If you have to get up every day to buy one, you're spending money on gas. You've lost time because you could have been creating or completing another order. You could have been using that time to market and advertise. You could have been using that time to brush up on your skills and perfect your craft, or, some professional development. But because we don't understand how business truly works in a lot of areas, what we do is we just do what we're comfortable with. Well, I'll just go and get it. They order it, they order it, and then I'll get up and I'll go buy the supplies. Is that really smart business? Is that effective? Is that efficient? It's the fourth quarter, y'all. It's the fourth quarter. You should have been doing your inventory. You should have been looking at your inventory in June, anticipating the sales that you were going to be able to create, thinking about the flyers and the advertisements that you were going to be able to create. But because many of us are not latching on to the right personalities, the right businesses, people who are sharing information and knowledge, because we're not doing that, what ends up happening is we end up once again following people who are flippers, hustlers, showing you how to make six figures and not showing you how to increase and enhance your inventory. Showing you how to make six figures by charging you money for classes that you probably could have learned somewhere else and use that money to invest back into your business. Look at some of the groups you're in right now. Jamiko, thanks for jumping on. Look at some of the businesses, some of the business groups, some of the groups that you're in right now. And I want you to think about what type of value are they adding to your business? These are things that we talk about all year long. We anticipated these things. We started getting ready for the end of the year in June. Craziness, absolutely. Grand rising to everyone. LaWanda, grand rising. What's going on, Los? How you doing, man? Grand rising to you. And you know what, Kyra? It's not just the grand. It's not just $1,000. But let's really talk about what we're getting for $1,000. What are we getting for $1,000? Z and Leah, hey, how you doing, young lady? What are we getting for the $1,000? Are we getting follow-ups? Are we getting weekly meetings? Am I a part of a group that they're putting valuable information inside that I have access to? Are we getting continuous coaching? Or is that a one-time hit it and quit it? That $1,000 might be valuable. Then it may not be. That's $1,000 you could have put back into your business. Do you know how many widgets I can buy with $1,000 for my business? That could be the LLC that you could have started. That could be the business license that you could have started. That could be the retail license, or the if you wanted to go to some vending events, that could have been the pop-up shop agreements. That it's a lot of stuff. It's the end of the year, y'all. It's the end of the year. She said nope one time. Got my husband watching with me this morning. Tell your husband I said hi. Appreciate it. We have to start considering what we're doing with our business and where we want to go with our business. It's the end of the year. Some of you guys are not ready. Some of y'all are not ready. Today is October 9th. What does that mean to you? October 9th. What does that mean to you? How many days do we have left in the year? 83. 83 days left in the year. 22 days left in this month, 30 days in November, and 31 days in December. 83 days. And I want to add another thing, ladies and gentlemen, to all of you entrepreneurs, all of you people who are just this, and this is only for the people who are taking their businesses seriously. This is not for the people who are saying, hey, I just wanted to make a couple of dollars and I'm out. For those of you who are taking your business seriously, 83 days left in the year. If you don't have customers today, and I'm not just talking about returning customers, I'm talking about the ability to gain new customers. If you don't have that ability today, January until now, you've been struggling with customers, been struggling with sales. If that's the case, what in the world makes us think that we're going to just explode in the next 83 days? I didn't utilize social media properly. I didn't advertise when I should have advertised. I didn't send my spouse or my kids to school or to work with some of my products. I didn't use them as billboards. I didn't get on social media and market my business. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. But you know what? It's Black Friday's coming up. People are gonna be excited. I'm gonna make a lot of sales. Don't lie to yourself. I mean, I hope you do. But if you haven't created that foundation up until now, what's going to be different in the next 83 days? Now, watch this. If your practice is to get an order, and there's nothing wrong with this, y'all. So I just want y'all to understand. So I want you to hear it how it sounds from another business owner. If your practice is to take an order for whatever, let's keep it plain, a shirt. And I'm not going to even talk about vinyl. I'm not going to even open up the vinyl concept, because people go through so much vinyl, make so many mistakes that the machine, the cutter didn't cut it correctly. It didn't, if you forgot to take the mirroring off, whatever the case may be, so many mistakes. You ran out, you didn't know you didn't have enough. But I'm not even talking about vinyl. That's a whole nother conversation by itself. But let's say you get a customer that orders a shirt. And you say, well, you know what? They ordered the shirt, they paid for it. Now I'm going to get up. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to go turn the stove off. I'm going to stop washing the clothes, whatever you're doing while you're working your business from home. Because I'm sure we're doing other things as well. I'm going to stop doing all of that, and I'm going to get up and I'm going to get in my car. Man, I forgot I had to get some gas. So now I got to stop by the gas station. Time is ticking. See, the shirt is not due to the next 5 to 7 days. However, I got to get up and I have to go and buy the supplies that I need to make the item that the customer ordered. And I have to do that every time. If that's your thinking level,